Okay, ultimately this hand is almost completely unkeepable, in that we've drawn a bunch of mountains and no lands that we can cast. Oh, we've drawn a bunch of mountains and no spells that we can cast. So, however, though, I just realised that I believe the new mulligan rule is now in effect. So I'm going to keep this and see if it works. Look at that! Don't want an Eyeless Watcher. My thinking is I kind of want basically any like non-land card. So I guess I can keep that. You might have noticed, I only realised this afterwards, that my screen was growing kind of orange as that draft went on. And the reason for that was I have an app installed. Or an application, I don't know if you call it an app. I have a thing installed on my computer called Flux, which basically softens the colour of your screen as night comes and as the sun sets. And the reason for that is that apparently if you spend too much time staring at a bright screen, you'll have trouble going to sleep. And I know that sounds like new agey bullshit, and I'm aware of that. What's this? But I've been trying it out the past week, and it's been pretty nice. I'm aware some of that's probably a placebo effect, and it's difficult to account for that, but it certainly seems to be helping. But I've obviously disabled it for the video. So, do you guys see that? The Carlhan guide had that Oral Reef Invoker's art. Jeez, look at this. Okay, this deck might just run me over. What do I want to do? I think I want to Touch of the Void the Invoker. And my reasoning for that is that the Eyeless Watcher actually, and its tokens actually block these other two things. It obviously doesn't block the Leopard if the Leopard has been landfalled. And this thing may present a larger issue as the game wears on, but I think I'd like to preserve my life for the moment. Okay. So yeah, I'm glad to see the new mulligan rule of Magic Online. It has actually been there since Wednesday. I just haven't played any drafts since then because I didn't really feel like playing Legacy Cube and this wasn't up, so. There's the Scythe Leopard, taking 4. This is a pump spell or something, like a Swell of Growth. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's rough. That's rough. So we take 7, which is suboptimal. Our opponent's deck seems incredibly aggressive, which is probably just a disaster for us, really. Well, you're late. I'm going to play the Watcher here. But my concern is now that Karlheim guide. I mean, I guess we can eventually Blighted Gorge it. And by eventually, I mean 2 turns from now, so it's not the end of the world. Please don't counter this. We've only got 1 card in hand. It's hardly a counter spell. Okay, good. Next turn, we could actually cast both the Stalwart and the Grove Rumbler, if we wanted. That is possible. And I don't think it's likely, honestly. I think we'd probably just play the Rumbler. But it depends. If our opponent mashes in here, I'm going to have to be blocking. That doesn't actually do anything, because it doesn't tap it. Ha ha! It does give your Leopard +1/+1 though. And I will be chucking the Watcher and a Sign in front of that Leopard, I think, if that's where this turn's going. You could just make it unblockable, of course. But also, if that's what he's doing, that's probably fine. Oh boy, that's pretty bad. Bye-bye, Scion. No great attacks here, though. Yeah, I have to do this, I think. I think I just have to do this. Which is obviously sucks and all, but I think I just have to do this. The 4/4 would be great. No dice. Grove Rumble. Oh, that only costs 4, yeah. Right. Well, let's fake leave up outnumber. We do actually have one in our deck, and it would be pretty good here. But it's still only fake. So he's out of cards here, so there's a decent chance he draws, plays a land, and then just makes his 3/3 unblockable. And until we Blighted Gorge this thing, probably next turn, there's not an awful lot we can do about that, I'm afraid. I mean, if he plays a creature, that's even worse for us. Oh, he's tapping you for mana. What's this? Stop it. Is it another Awaken spell? Is it another Clutch Occurrence? Wave Wing Elemental. That's a good card. That's not the art for that card. That is, in fact, my guy's art. God, this... Hey. So landfall is now officially a giant disaster. Could just play both of these. That seems okay. And I guess I attack. But honestly, I just don't think we're winning this game. Basically, no matter what. This thing's just a 3/4 flyer, and I can't beat that. I could beat it now if I play both of these and I draw an outnumber. Then we're cooking. But I don't know how likely that is. The fight card would be good too. Play a land, fight it down. That'd be nice. That'd be an excellent draw, in fact. Because we don't have enough mana to make our Invoker a 7/7 Trampler. Otherwise, we could probably just bash in and try and race our opponent. I mean, we are at 11, but we have more power on the board than he does. Assuming we're landfalling. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we do. Not by much. We only have one more. That's not a huge issue. Just kind of a speed bump more than anything. Ow. So that sucks. Help. Not bad. Honestly, not bad. Let's get some landfall going. Leave up the Blighted Gorge because this prevents many a good block for our opponent. Just takes 5, huh? Okay. Honestly, a land here, and we might be able to sneak out a win, because a land will let us make this a 7/7 trample. It'll keep this as a 5/5 trampler. If we don't die here, but are we just dead? No, we're close though. We can go to 1 because these deal 4, and you can make this unblockable to deal 7. So we're close. Oh, now we're just dead. Okay. Yeah. I suppose if he landfalls it. So if he top decked not a land there, we could have theoretically won. Unless he forgets to make the land unblockable. I don't imagine he'll do that. He's got no cards in hand, so. I mean, we've got none either, so this is all we got here. Yeah. So we die. We take 9. We've hit the land for the... I don't even know if this land would have been enough, but... we may, I guess, well, there, we would have hit it. Yeah, because we would have had 5, 12 power of trample. We would have had 12 trample power. If he didn't attack, we'd obviously have more time. We would have had 12 trample power and a 4/4 menace, and our opponent's on 10. There's many worlds in which we could have either won that game or just, decimated his board if he didn't draw a land. But he did, and that happens. So his deck's blazingly quick, it seems. I think I want this plummet. I think I want this blister pot actually for that leopard and stuff, and the Coralheim guide and stuff. Yeah, I definitely want that. Don't know that I want the unnatural aggression, although it is our only answer to some stuff. But I think the touch of the voids are probably enough. Do I want to cut like a channeler for a plummet? Probably not. Probably just don't want to do that. Probably going to rely on this Stone Fury and the other fight card. Is that too risky to rely on the Stone Fury and the fight card to kill that flyer? No, I think we're okay. Maybe what I've done is just complete madness, but I think we're okay. His deck is certainly pretty good. At least it was pretty good there. I would love to. Sure. Bear in mind that last game we didn't do anything until turn 4. So, and he had 3 creatures out by turn 3. So there's only so much you can do in those situations. Here we're going to call the Signs into an outnumber, which is pretty good. Especially if we hit a 3-drop before then, because we get to cast a 3-drop and then outnumber on the same turn after calling the Signs. We could theoretically even hit a 5-drop, but that makes our outnumber much worse. See, now his deck just doesn't make any sense to me. That's amazing. Because what deck runs a Scythe Leopard and also an OE Defender? That just seems crazy to me. Mist Intruder, you're annoying. Ooh, hello. You can make an outnumber huge. I'm going to call the Scions here, I think, rather than Stalwart. Doesn't matter because we're not blocking anything anyway. But Call the Scions does actually let us just cast Territorial Bale next turn if we want. We're out of lands though. I mean, basically, we could cast Baloth and play a land to give a +2/+2 and leave up outnumber, but the outnumber will only be for 1 then. I mean, yeah, this card's okay, it adds up, but I don't know why it's in the same deck as a Scythe Leopard. That just doesn't make any sense to me. Is this card insane? It's pretty good. I may just want to outnumber that. Yeah, you know what? I think I'll see what he does, because I'm going to play the Stalwart. Oh, we have 2 now. I'm going to play the Stalwart and I'm going to leave up an outnumber. Outnumber is currently for 3. It could be for way more if we hit another land. If I cast that Watcher, it'll be for 6. But I'm going to let him ramp out his thing and hopefully I can just shoot it down. If I can't, I can't. I'm actually going to attack with these Scions, because I will happily make this trade. And otherwise I just get him for 1. And I mean, we're not blocking with him, so. Okay. Another color. Interesting. Okay. Oh, what did he ingest actually? I didn't see. Mountain and last turn he ingested a Touch of the Void, which would have been a nice draw, but that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to do this. Just to use my mana. What's the plan, buddy? Cool. Land off the top. Not bad either. Do I want to just cast Territorial Bale? This doesn't have trample, so it's just going to get jumped. This has menace, so it's impossible to jump. This just makes 3/1/1 bodies, which is also tough to jump. The 1/1s on this board are actually good until he stops blocking with them, stops stacking with the Mist Intruder. So I think I'm just going to make some more 1/1s. Honestly, I mean, he takes 2 here. I must imagine he's got something in hand. He had 5 mana there of 3 different colors. Strictly speaking, more colors if he was only casting creature spells. So, have to imagine something scary is on the way. I think I'm actually just going to cast this Menace guy. I've changed my mind. If it just gets awakened and bounced, I'll be sad. Clutch of Currents, but what you gonna do? Hyper aggro over here. Man. Yep. It's a good draw. A Touch of the Void's a good draw here. Spawning Bed. Oh no. Oh my god, why did that open so huge? Holy crap. Probably just played a land and said go. It's also messed up the way our steps are in there. That's very curious. I am curious about that. Well, let's see what happens when we bash with everything. Let's play Territorial Bale off afterwards. He doesn't have planar Emperors because he's not in those colors. So he could have Rolling Thunder. But I'm going to crunch here and see what happens. This is getting in unless he's got something for it. Could have Stone Fury. Stone Fury, just pop this off. Put this in front of this. Take 1. But if he takes 5 here, I'm pretty happy. Cool. Play a 4/4. That's, you know, going to be a 6/6 some percentage of the time. Now if we draw that fight card or a no. Swell of Growth. That doesn't do it. Ugh, gross. Why didn't he do that? What's he ramping into? Did he even put a land into play? He didn't. He didn't even put a land into play. I don't think. I think he had all his lands. I didn't see him put a land into play. I thought I saw him gain a life though. Anyway. Make a 6/6. He's gonna hit you with all this stuff. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he's just drawing the rough end of his deck, but I don't know why he can't. I mean, why would he cast Swell of Growth like that only to cast a Scythe Leopard? That doesn't make any sense to me. Take 5. Cool. I mean, question here is, do I sack my spawn to just get aggro? I think I might. My opponent's deck is very strange. Very, very strange. I guess he just had a hyper-aggressive draw last game, because I don't know what's going on now. Is there some big scary retreat to Kazandu? That's way too slow. Way too slow. Yeah, he gains 3 life now whenever he plays the land, but I'm just going to crunch him. I'll throw away one of these to deal 2 damage, by the way. Absolutely. Especially when we're attacking for 1 million with everything else. Because, I mean, if this doesn't get in front of there, he's taking a whole bunch. Take 10? Take 9? Yeah. Yep, you can either make your guy 1/3. It's probably pretty good, but I think it's too slow. Almost no matter what, I think it's too slow. I mean, the Menace guy's lethal. He's gaining life. That's A-okay, to be honest. This seems to be pretty special. Is it the Awakened Bants? Part the Water Veils. That's take an extra turn. It is. That's a terrible card. Why is my graveyard so huge? Or rather, his graveyard. That's a UI disaster. I want to look at Part the Water Veil, but it won't let me. Omnath. Okay, now is he splashing Omnath? Seems awful. Gas. No dice. Although that does make a 6/6. Quickly, Mats, is my opponent dead? This can't be blocked, basically. So let's assume he's on 5. He can block 3 things. He can block. He goes to 2. I just attack with the 6/6 and be sad about it. No, I have to attack with everything and hope that I draw a Touch of the Void or something, because there's no way I'm winning this game otherwise. He's just going to make a million 5/5s. So we have to just try and close it out. That's lethal. I mean, he's going to put the wall in front of that, so he's going to go to 2. Then one of the things dies, so he gets to kill something. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, now if he doesn't draw a land here, I think we might be okay. I think we're in good shape if he whiffs on a land. Pause is good for us. This probably isn't, though. Is it clutch occurrence? Because that's really bad. Stop dying, my God. Oblivion Sower. No! That's the disaster! He gets like 20 power and gains 1,000,000 life. Alright, we're dead. He's got 1,000,000 5/5s. So I'm just going to concede now. What a top deck. Holy cow. Top deck the mythic to get... Holy jeez. That's a disaster. Alright, so... Our first round of Battle for Zendikar was a short one. Sick. Yeah, let's hope